whiskey.
Alright, bite the pillow, folks. Let's go.
Hell yeah, and we're
Are
live.
we biting a pillow?
I don't know.
Hello.
I don't know, but the safe word is Snuffles.
Hold on.
No, it's not.
It's Sniffles. You've already forgotten it. We're not
Oh,
stopping.
fuck.
you fucked it, Jay. You fucked
You're just
it.
screaming Snuffles. I was like, why isn't he stopping?
This is the fucking...
You blew
Oh,
it.
God. God, but if he got the Sniffles, I hope he did.
You blew it all up.
I'll see myself up.
Damn you. Damn you all the heck. By the way,
Okay.
Jen, if you're currently talking, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm sniffling. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Ruinous Paths D&D, and I will be playing Generous Heal Burning Crowns campaign. I am joined in with the Burning Crowns campaign player group. Say hi, Burning Crowns campaign.
Hi.
Rounds campaign.
We're going to burn Generous Heal. That's what we're doing.
Yay!
Or we're gonna
going
burn his
after-
crowns.
It won't be hard.
Are we burning his crown? It sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes.
No.
No, so it's the tip part of
Maybe.
his teeth. We
Remember
have
your
to
safe
break
words.
those off, and then
Does
we
it
have to
involve
burn
drip or
his.
Riz?
God, I hope
Oh,
not.
oh God, I
no.
hope not.
Well, alright then. As always, we're gonna start up with the usual, I think. I'm not sure. Important to note then, everyone, you know what to do. You start up with your character name, and then your personal name, and then your levels and classes in real life, and you pass the torch to someone else. And the last
Classes in
person-
real life?
Yeah, and the last person who gets the torch gets the recap of their life. The whole life. You know how to do this?
Oh, you don't want that.
It's the beginning. I have been here.
It all started
It's
when I was
the
born.
dawn of time.
We're gonna start right off.
Are you all ready for a trauma dump?
Mini, miny, mo. I'm gonna choose Benevolt. You go first.
Hoi! I am Yogelmonkey, also known as Phelan. I am playing Benevolt Hendrix, a multiclass of Cleric and Warlock, 4 levels into Cleric and 2 into Warlock. He is a good boy who's just trying to do his best, and he may have fucked up by getting us involved in that last fight, but we definitely shouldn't have been. But other than that, he's doing his best. He's doing his best. Me personally, I would say I'm definitely a wizard. Probably Order of the Scribe. Pass it on to Silverr.
Hi, I'm Silverr. I'm playing Alina, or Poison Soul Sorcerer, level 6. She's a fairy. She got us out of the situation by talking while everybody else was unconscious or playing unconscious. I'd say I'm maybe a druid, and I'm passing it on to Jay.
Hi there. My name is Jay, also known as Griseldad. And I'm playing Superbia, who is a level 6 Divine Soul Sorcerer, and is just trying to live her fucking life, man. Jesus Christ, people keep setting her on fire.
We
As
set
for
her on fire.
listen, it was one time.
Listen, people keep setting themselves on fire around her.
Exactly.
Right?
People keep committing suicide by Superbia.
Yeah.
Suicide.
God damn it.
You know where the door is. Go.
Yeah. I'll leave.
As for classes IRL, I am contractually obligated to say that I am a warlock. Passing it on to Novi.
Hi, I'm Novi. I play Dante, who is a lore bard. I guess I'm playing myself because I would probably say, if anything, I might probably be a bard.
You can play the guitar.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah,
There you go.
I say the haha funny things,
You say the haha funny things, and you
and then I make other people be like, "Yeah, I could do it," and then I look at other people and say, "No, you shouldn't do it," and they're like, "Ah, dang
trying.
it," and then we'll give it to Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Ash of the House of Van. He is a fighter that has a tactician focus, so he doesn't do a ton of fighting. He's more like, you hit that guy, you hit that guy. I'm gonna let you reroll that shit. And I guess who's left? That's just
Just me.
Just you, yeah. So yeah, you get the recap.
Yeah. I am me. That me is Jack. I am playing Kage, who is what was it? Yeah, whatever. We'll just say the old terms: half-orc samurai fighter.
A half-orc engine of destruction.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. I play a big slot machine, and sometimes blood comes out.
I love that one. It's my favorite game.
That's
Yeah.
perfect analogy. I love it.
Yeah, so last time we continued the big fight that was happening, albeit with decidedly less party members in attendance. So
The healers bailed.
yeah,
The healers are gone, man. Get the fuck out
In
of here.
fairness, I
the
had a
healers
really
left,
great-
the dice gods left, everyone left, and we got our shit and teeth kicked in very hard. And
We made
then
him sweat. We made him sweat.
narrowly escaped death by being absolutely worthless in front of people. Lost some things that were not that important, as far as I remember. And then we holed up in this room to sleep on the floor. And now they're stuck
Yeah,
going outside. Go.
I was informed that you guys got robbed. What got nicked?
I lost my walking mug.
Oh no, Muggy! I forgot
Oh
Muggy!
yeah.
Yeah.
Muggy's gone.
Still
The
muggy.
shield I got
Bastards.
is gone.
They stole all my money.
Yeah, they stole
Yeah.
some money, the talking
Okay.
mug, some shield.
Okay.
You guys weren't there, so you weren't robbed.
Yeah, and you guys ran
Yeah.
away, so.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly frank with you. There's not much they could have robbed from Benevolt. He doesn't have a lot of stuff that has any real value.
Oh, they also they were going to kill Tabris, but then we pulled up like, oh, he's just some random beggar that stole all the clothes while he was unconscious, so he couldn't object to anything that we said. And I think they stole the symbol.
Yeah, you saw how badly he was fighting, you know?
Yeah. Fuck that guy. So we spared his life.
Yeah, what they steal?
Thank you for that.
I think they
You're
stole his
welcome.
symbol of the dragon.
Oh, of Bahamut. Oh, that's just a
Bahamut.
dick move.
Yeah.
Well, they were a
Yeah.
bunch of
Alright.
dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're now on the roof. Let's go.
They will come to regret it.
Yeah, Magi will stab them at night.
Yeah.
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 They'll never expect it.
It sounds very much like in Fallout you will go to a vault and see like a bunch of vaults that are like bereft of life and try to piece out what happens. You just go to an inn room one day and find a bunch of corpses of people you recognize, and Muggy is there with a knife.
Muggy.
That sounds like a Vault-Tec experiment, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hmm.
High
But
five,
yeah.
Muggy. Back in the pack.
That is indeed what happened. So, to pick up from where last we left off, we're gonna quickly jump to Dante, who is trying to help a civilian dealing with the grief of losing their loved one. I will not create an entire map just to have a conversation with a guy for approximately 20 minutes, or less, hopefully. So we're just gonna jump right over here on the side of the street.
Okay. I was figured we'd be doing something else instead of focusing on me starting, but okay.
So,
Too bad.
Dante,
But you turned up, so here we are.
Yep.
Dante, as you move with your legs,
Oh, good.
what are you trying to do here specifically?
Basically, Tom's like, hey, we'll speak with him, and then we'll get get your answer and all that. Then I have a few questions I need to ask him about everyone else, and so on, so on.
Very well. As you move, Hilda goes, "Are you some kind of wandering priest or something? I haven't seen a lot of priests with, instruments or music before.
Kind of, kind of am. The god I worship, he deals more with music and this subject. So those two things are kind of weirdly intertwined.
Yeah, but you mentioned something about helping me with my people. Well, are you gonna make sure that he goes peacefully to the next life?
Oh yeah, always. That's my hope and goal, that he can.
Oh, all right.
That they can move on and not feel like they have to stick here and stick around. That's how we get Ghost, and no one wants that.
Oh, absolutely not. The undead are a constant threat. From an outright bother.
Yeah, definitely in the wrong hands.
In the wrong hands. What do you mean by that?
Hmm?
No, you said in the wrong hands. Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, like a sword in the wrong hands is usually pretty bad too, right? Just.
I mean, yeah, but the undead are, for the most part, mostly horrible creatures that will try and feast on your body and soul.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I don't see how skeletons eat anything. They're all bone.
I mean, I guess you're right. I suppose it makes sense. You religious people who can hear gods in your head probably know better than us.
Oh. Nah, I'm a simple guy.
Alright. It's just strange. We're all taught that people of faith, they're always above the common folk, because they're the ones with the real important duties. Keeping everyone safe, healthy, alive, making sure people can deal with grief, deal with injury, sometimes even plague.
Yeah, they don't make you better than any other person.
Oh.
Just because you have the ability to do that makes you good if you do it for the right reason.
You don't sound like you're from around here.
Oh, no, I'm just a wanderer.
Okay. Well, we should be approaching soon, just on the side of the road here, by the end of the town, we bury him. And you see as you're exiting the settlement, by the side of the road, a very quick graveyard has been assembled. Extremely rough and rushed. Essentially, just dug up holes with little sticks. On top of the sticks, there's it's like proper signs of wood marking the dead. There's a lot of them.
Is it just like a sign? And does it have names, or does it say the guards?
There's a couple of signs. Not every grave has a sign, to be fair, but most of them do. You will notice names. There's a short phrase, and there are a couple of them, not all of them. And almost like two of them only have the date of death, which is today. As you sort of look around, the person in question points to one of them and goes, "This is where we buried him. He was pretty frozen. So by the time we
already buried these people?
Well, we had to. We can't let them rot out at night."
Yeah, most people just take them with a massive hole and do all that. Well, this makes it a little bit easier. I don't have to go through a bunch of corpses and be like, all right, this your brother? This your brother?
Yeah, why would you think we would toss them in a big hole?
There's a lot of them.
I mean, suppose, but it sounds strange. Condina has a big thing about respecting those that move on. Are you from a different kingdom?
Yeah, again, I'm a wanderer, Been all over the place.
Oh, are you from Magiana then?
No, I'm not. I've never been there yet, actually.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, just some small settlement up north.
Oh, so still from the Alliance?
I don't know. When you go farther that north, it's just kind of like you're kind of just on your own.
No, I get where you're from. Yeah, I know where you're from now. You have to be here. You must be from Falconfast. It's a settlement up north. Well, the furthest settlement up north for Kundina. It's a town of all manner of weird people, so I suppose this tracks.
Well then.
Yeah. What are you gonna do now?
Did you just put him in the ground, no casket?
Yeah. We didn't exactly have time for rites.
Ground's still kind of soft, Jen?
Quiet.
Okay. Is it soft enough that I can just stick my hand through?
Not that soft. You will have to.
Okay. I looked at him like, well, we're gonna. This is if you're all right with this, we do have to dig him up, and then he can speak.
Can't you?
Kind of hard to speak through the ground.
Can't you wave your hands and do the prayer? Make sure he's safe.
Yes, I could, but you wouldn't be able to hear him. Be muffled.
You
with
can
all the
make
dirt.
him speak.
Yeah, I could still talk to him.
Oh, all right. I'll go fetch a shovel. There should be some spare around here. I'll be right back. He leaves, and we'll return with a shovel.
I'll pull out a book with pen and ink and paper and just like, all right.
He digs up the grave, and it is a very shallow one, literally like 4 inches deep.
Oh, I was like, that's not. I probably could have stuck my finger through there. But okay. I was just like, all right, that's not really that deep.
As I mentioned, we didn't have a lot of time, and you need to put the dead in the ground. Unless you're dealing with the reanimation.
Yeah. I might have someone that can really help with them not coming back from the dead.
Yeah, it's
But you ready?
Do I have to do something?
You're gonna ask it if you're gonna ask it the question.
Oh, I will have to. Okay, I thought you were gonna do it for me, but all right.
I can, but do you want to ask it?
Yes, of course. It's my cousin.
All right. Thought he was your brother. Okay. And Dante will cast Speak with Dead.
So as you start to strum your strings, and the music takes on a magical form, the corpse suddenly jerks. Its eyes open wide, with a magical glow on them as the corpse lifts up from the chest upwards until it's sort of like floating before you. It regards you lifelessly as if expecting something from you. At this point, the form goes, "What is that?"
It's your cousin. Go ask your question.
What happened to him? Why is he like that?
I don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
As he asks that, the corpse responds aloud. I was killed. A band of adventurers came to town, did my service, brought by magic echo. The villager looks pretty fucking scared as he points at the floating corpse.
Yeah. Yes, I get it. It's ask your question.
Whoa. What do you mean? Are you?
No. Like, would you want to ask your cousin if he was still?
Oh.
We'll try to lead him into asking the question, as in, like, trust me, everything is all right.
Make a persuasion check, please.
Well, whichever the first number is, considering there's a 1 point difference.
That's 22.
22.
The commoner visibly relaxes as you reassure him very gently, and he sort of like lowers his shoulders. What you said the day before, did you mean it? The corpse sort of opens its jaw, and the voice echoes from it. Yes, It is only duty for the safety of our people. When you are ready, you should serve. The commoner looks distraught. Oh dear. I don't know if I wanna. Yeah. I don't. Oh, are you okay? You? And as he
It's
asks,
like, oh,
he goes, I feel nothing anymore. Oh, what's the, wait, that's normal? Went to the corpse.
I looked at him. It's like, well, he's dead. When you're alive, you feel things.
But
When you die, you don't feel anything.
But he's here. He's talking to me.
Yes, kind of. You're really thinking about this a little too hard, and I would go with the explanation of magic.
What? What kind of? Okay.
The magical kind of magic.
He looks back at the corpse.
Now I need to ask him a few questions, if you don't mind.
Oh. All right.
I will look through the corpse and I'm like, how would you like you and your regiment to be remembered?
We were drafted. Our memory. I would like us to be forgotten. The people must serve.
He's definitely a soldier type of person.
Yeah.
I have to get a second opinion on this. Don't know yet.
Yeah, he was. He honestly was really stoked about getting done with his drafting duty here in the village and potentially being sent out. He really wanted to fight for what matters, you know?
Yeah, very honorable type guy. Got it. Understood. Well, any other questions?
He looks at the corpse.
It's the final one. You don't know what to say. That's fine.
He sort of scrubs his chin and looks up and goes, our grandfathers came. Did you know what happened to it? Buried behind the house for emergency. And the corpse slumps down.
Good question. If you didn't have any more, I was just going to ask him what 2 + 2 is. And if he said 5, we'd have problems.
Oh, no. Thank you for that. My grandfather came the loss a while ago. He said that he wasn't actually have seen it, but he didn't give a lot of details about it. It has like gold in it, so I thought if he knew, I always thought he knew something about it. So I guess I can pawn it now.
Well, before you do that, I would recommend seeing if you can find someone that can tell you it's magical. Preferably on the free side.
I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back in the ground.
All right. Hey,
Hmm?
I don't know this is how people talk to the dead. Most priests I've heard about, they do sermons and they talk about with the dead in buildings. This is honestly way better. I put my closure immediately.
Right? It's kind of like direct from the source.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You should probably go check out that king.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, stranger. Wait, what's your name?
Name's Dante.
Oh, well, thank you, Dante.
If you want to spread Dante the unkillable, be great. Be much appreciated, but not necessary.
You got it, Dante. They're not necessary. I'll spread your name around.
Oh, that
Miles
also
and
fine. That's also fine. You do you, bud. Go get him,
Onto
little
the
rascal.
unnecessary.
He's doing his best.
You earned a
So
title.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're good.
Is there anything you wish to do after putting the body on the
I probably shouldn't get floating corpses everywhere. Make people freak out. But is there a groundskeeper here?
No.
Oh, cool. I'll return that.
Sweet, free bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? Man, if
Sign
only
is
that
just
was seemed less like an awful thing to do.
And you
Dante
will
just
return,
multi-class into Necromancer Wizard. Yeah, let's go.
you will return to the rest of the party, and as you do, everyone will be together. There we go.
Yeah.
As the rest of you sort of like, as you were chattering at one another, you notice the door open and Dante stroll on in. Some of you with the highest of perceptions will also notice that there is dirt and mud on his boots.
Morning.
Long walk.
As opposed to
Dante?
the rest of us covered in blood.
Yeah.
We should really
Long walk, Dante?
meditate, and I'm gonna prestidigitation myself to kind of make myself smell a little bit better. Less than dirt. I did prestidigitation before I talked to the mayor.
Boss.
Tapras is still
New
out.
mayor.
So,
No,
New
he's still,
mayor?
he's
seems
all right.
just- Yeah. How are you feeling after everything that happened?
Oh, I've got hit by worse.
I'd be worried if that's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Dante. I didn't.
Oh,
You
no,
know,
it's
I
fine.
thought if I kept him down, we could win, but you know, you paid the
No.
price for it, and I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all right. Glad it was me than
No.
anyone else.
I think we're all a bit
Yeah.
worse for wear after all of that. And I want to say to everyone, and I'm probably going to have to reiterate this when Tabris is awake, but I want to say I'm sorry. We really shouldn't have gotten involved with that fight. And I feel like because I spoke out against them, I kind of invited all of that onto all of us.
What can you do?
Look, it's okay.
I mean, they needed an ass kicking. We just couldn't deliver it.
Yeah.
Well, one of them died, so could be.
Yeah,
Well,
Could be
it's-
better.
mouthy one.
It's just we had the good sense to run away from a lot of dragons yesterday. But I think I should have also realized that not every big threat is dragon shaped.
I put my hand onto Benevolt's shoulder. Yesterday was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Benevolt. Interesting news. We've been gone for the past 3 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I'm wanted my entire kingdom, apparently. For a crime I did not commit.
Ah,
Interesting, right?
yeah, no,
There's
that's
a story in the writing, man. I can already see it.
yeah,
that's-
no, that.
Like, I've already started, actually.
Huh.
This puppy's going to sell.
Is that
Make a lot
is that in any way related to that? And Benevolt pulls out the notebook of notes he got from Dante. It's like, is that in any way related to this smoke that you were trying to find?
Probably. I feel like...
Oh,
That's
I
what they were
mean,
talking about when people were trying to take and sell that
yeah.
mist or fog, however you want to call it.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing is the fact that the matter is, with the length of time between when we were in the Feywild, that trail could not be any deader. So,
Alright. Possibly. If I had my memories back, though, could be a completely different
yes.
story.
Yeah. Are we gonna have to make? God, I was about to say, are we gonna have to go talk to that hag again? But Lord knows where she even is at this stage.
Well, you know, I don't think talking to her is the greatest idea because she doesn't make such good deals. Because well, we face rarely do. But speaking of Fae, because, you know, the locals been saying that there's some Fae bullshit happening in the forest, I think it might be Gorl, so I would very much like to go see if that's him.
Okay. I'm sure we can. It'll be a small detour because after that we probably want to start making our way towards the capital ASAP. But I think a quick detour back to the woods to have a look around couldn't hurt.
Yes.
The one
Now,
thing.
fair warning, though.
Hmm.
That was their entire guard regiment that died, apparently.
Yes, and additionally. Okay, so this was a conversation that happened in the heat of combat, but before he died, I did have a brief interaction with that Valis chap, and I, again, add to my list of mistakes, I let slip that he had written something on the trees, the one remains thing that we found there. He apparently wasn't aware of that, but he seemed excited when he heard that. Possible that if they've brought him back to life, and they have a cleric, so highly likely they have.
I don't know how long they're going to be a cleric for, but yes.
He might be in the woods right now looking for whatever that one remaining thing was, so if we are going into the woods to look for Gwyrl, we're going to have to be wary of potentially running into them again.
Or we get a chance to jump them one at a time.
That would be optimal.
I like the way she
but
thinks.
Again, if
No.
that plan falls through, we're in upshit creek without a paddle, as it were.
I really don't want to have to do that again.
Yeah.
The big thing is you're going to find a way to deal with those shield people, and you know they've got some spells back. So you know you're going to get by fireballs. A ton.
Yeah, they're gonna do. They
now
move
we
them
know
in
they're
charge, but they're
coming.
in charge. Yeah, I still don't feel like we have any of the tools to actually deal with them. Is the thing. Element of surprise can only really get you so far.
But
Let's
if
be
they're
frank,
Again,
some of
Well-
us are more sneaky than others.
and some of us
are
are better,
noise machines.
and some of us are
Mhm.
better at stabbing others in the not us back, but you know the enemy's backs than others.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
glow a little bit too much for that.
yep, and I'm wearing armor that is not quiet. So yeah, I'd say I'm cool to do a brief detour into the forest, but let's walk cautiously and make sure we're not walking into them again. If they've just fled from a town after ransacking it, they're probably going to be on edge and ready to go at
I
any
mean,
moment.
I wouldn't say they fled. They walked out pretty confidently, I think.
That's fair.
Kind of a leisurely pace.
Okay.
They even came back to loot us.
Yeah. Tampers losses. Benevolt kind of like looks
Dignity?
down.
Yeah,
at his
we all
symbol.
did.
Yeah, Benevolt kind of looks down at his symbol of Bahamut and kind of like has a moment of concern. It's like, is it better served in his hands right now? I'll have a chat with him when he wakes up.
I will look at it. This holy symbol. I'm like, well, let's see here. Could I make the that trinket with prestidigitation gem?
I mean, we can make a marking that lasts an hour.
Yeah, but I can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in my hand.
Sure, what do you use to craft?
I'm just like, well, I could just pop and it pops. I'm like, well, I don't need it for long, but we could get one commissioned. Doesn't
if there's any-
necessarily have to be made of metal. Could be made of wood.
Oh, absolutely not. It can be made of wood.
We could all try to carve one, and then we can choose the best one.
Yes.
It could be a fun crafts project that we could do together.
That actually does sound kind of
Sure.
fun.
Yeah.
Team building exercise.
Yeah. We go to the forest, we try to find gore, we pick up good pieces of wood, and then we try to carve out of them.
That's actually quite nice. Okay. Before we go, Sue,
Yes.
I was thinking that we could pop over towards the, well, whatever graveyard they've constructed for all the gods of past and
I
give them
got
last
you. I
rites.
know exactly where that's at.
Oh, handy. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was
makes
thinking we
sense.
could head over there and give. I don't think we can waste too much time, but I think if we can do a ceremony for all those who have passed.
I was actually going to ask you if I could do that. It'd be wonderful.
Now, out of character, are we talking ceremony or ceremony, the first level spell?
I'm feeling ceremony the first level spell because
Isn't it a
with the shallow graves, there's a
ritual?
potential for rising undead.
No, that will take me an hour.
Okay, I mean,
That's
I figure we
fine.
can spare at least an hour.
That gives us a chance to kind of bury the bodies a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then yes, absolutely.
And it'll give me a
Alright.
minute to feel my legs again.
No one asked me
Yes,
how I
no,
did
that's
that. But yes.
Benevolt goes, okay, I think we have a plan of action. Benevolt kind of looks over to Tabris and like, he is still out.
Yeah,
Let's
he
leave, or-
got...
Yeah, but Benevolt's
Yeah,
just gonna walk over and
fucked
give
up.
him a brief medicine check just to make sure that like this is actual normal sleep and something hasn't happened to him.
As you go to inspect him, one of his eyes opens, looks over towards you.
Oh, Tabris, hey, just making sure you are all right. Sorry to wake you.
He sort of grabs the back of his head. I'll say. Could be better. This headache is not helping.
Would you rather have a
hang
headache
on.
than be dead?
Is there like the magical
Oh.
equivalent of Tylenol?
I wouldn't worry about what our friend said about that.
There is no need for worry. I am in perfect condition.
Sorry
Okay,
about
well,
Looks around.
sorry about your
Where's
pin
mine?
though.
Just glad you're all right, Tempest.
Where is my medallion?
The fucker stole it.
Yes.
We're gonna make you a new
unfortunately,
one, though.
Yeah.
Cursed.
Yes. Yes. We're
Oh.
looking into creating you
Could be a competition.
replacement. And
Mhm.
until then, and Benevolt will take off his symbol of Bahamut and hand it to Tabris. I think this is better served in your hands for right now.
No. No, you should hold on to it. You can channel the powers of
You
Bahamut
sure?
stronger than I can. I am a knight of Bahamut. I cannot channel his magic as well as you can.
Superbia is going to take off one of her hair clips and hand it to him.
I lean over to Superbia like,
That should do, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that's that's the platinum dragon. That is the
You
platinum
just
dragon.
clip it on
It
one of
is
your
a symbol.
horns, man. You'll be fine.
And I think actually, hang on, give me a sec. Benevolt will take the hair clip and like basically string it through Tabris's cloak, like where he would have had his original medallion. Just kind of like using it as a pin kind of thing.
There, all better.
Cute.
He holds a hand over it, nods.
Really
And
sets off
as I
your
said,
eyes, man.
The group have
Good
the
one.
group has elected that we've decided to make it a group project to craft you a new medallion as well.
I hear.
Hope you like wood.
Wood. It's a little beneath my station, but
Flammable and
well, it's only temporary.
Yeah.
You know.
something to tide us over.
he's,
Before that,
like he's looking down at the lock of hair on the cloak. Deep in thought.
that aside, Tabris, we were having a talk while you were out about what our steps are moving forward. Myself and Sue want to give the dead here proper rites before we leave. and Alana wanted to briefly stop off in the woods to look for her friend. Do you remember Girl from the village a while ago?
Weird
Indeed.
moss man. Yeah.
But after all that, we're going to be heading off towards the capital.
On this for a moment. That is wise. There we should be able to find suitable protection for Superbia, and also contact members of the Platinum Dragon Order.
Now, quick statement. We have fallen off the face of the planet for 3 years.
Yes.
Is there anybody you three can absolutely trust to give you any bit of information? Is if y'all are still relevant.
Well,
Just
relevance.
So,
Definitely.
actually, about Dante's question, what would have happened if, your people, and I just the three of you, would find out that Sue was dead? Because she seems important.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
grim thought.
Yeah, but it's a reality that the church has had to face for the past 3 years. So let's break this down. Okay, I think first steps there would have likely been despair and panic, certainly. There likely would have been some attempt to use divination to question Bahamut on what was next, whether Sue was in fact dead. That's actually an important note. The first thing they would have done would have been they would have used divination to question Bahamut whether Sue was gone or was dead. And when they received that she wasn't, they probably would have predicted, they probably would have been holding out hope the past 3 years that somehow she's alive out there somewhere in the world and they just can't find her. So I'd imagine that's the current state of play. I can't imagine they wouldn't use divination to question the Platinum Dragon on what happened to Sue.
The problem is the war. If the war erupted after her disappearance, it would be difficult to begin a search from the Order.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
No, they've likely had extremely hampered searches for her, but it must be said, they must know that Sue is somehow still alive, despite the fact that that would make no sense to them because she was in the middle of all of that with us. But
Would
they must know that she
your
is somehow still alive.
would your gods even be able to see to Fey Realm?
Oh,
To
absolutely.
you it must seem strange, but the Platinum Dragon's sight pierces through any veil, no matter how treacherous.
Regardless of what plane of existence we were on, if you asked Bahamut, were we alive, he would have to answer yes, unless we were in fact dead.
Well, that's a little creepy,
Yes.
but handy.
Now, let's say that's fine and dandy. How do you sure that there's not, let's just say, a man on the inside? Someone that would
That's-
greatly benefit from Superbia, Benevolt, and Tabris's disappearance. Who could outright say that she's either dead or could, quote unquote, cast the spell and provide misinformation. So if there's anybody that y'all can absolutely trust 100%, I say let's get some information before we just go say, hey, look who it is, and paint a giant target on her back.
That's fair.
Sue starts to say something and then just sort of bows her head.
I'll be honest with you, Dante, and I think we already said as much when we went to the church to try and enter that teleportation circle. There was one person who was entering last who saw us and still entered. That was and Jen, I'm going to need some help here. Was that Bishop Valendus?
Bishop
or was that
Valendus, yeah.
Archbishop? It was Valendus. Okay.
It was.
Bishop Valendus saw us entering the teleportation circle and still entered, letting it close behind him. Now, that being said, we don't know the context of why they all fled into that portal without looking for us. We don't know. He didn't seem... When he saw us, he wasn't shocked. He wasn't even... He didn't even look like this was some part of his grand Machiavellian plan. And he didn't seem sad either. It was... neutral? Was the best way I could describe it. Like, it was just a thing that was happening. It was odd. We definitely can't contact him. And by the fact
we
that...
can't.
And by the fact that he did commit that act, I would be hesitant to even contact Archbishop... Archbishop of Avernus. Don't get me wrong. I do believe in Archbishop of Avernus, but the simple fact is, if it is possible that Valendis actively worked against us, then we have to proceed with caution.
Caution should be taken. However, the Archbishop, for all the time I've known him, has been a kind soul. I cannot fathom him attempting any kind of harm befalling Superbia.
But what about Bishop Valendis?
Valendis, well, he's faithful to the Platinum Dragon, and for all his service, he has been kind. He has actively worked with some of the most downtrodden to ensure that they can have a normal standard of living. He travels a lot, and he travels more than anyone in the Order. He's essentially the guiding hand that ensures that our reach is heeded throughout not only Condina, but the lands of the United Crown Alliance. Otherwise, we would all be too stuck in a monastery to, well, do good, so to speak.
And yet...
I can understand...
I have an idea.
I can understand that there is confusion, and I would very much like some answers from Bishop Valendis. However, I can vouch myself for Archbishop Albenus. In his late age, he is rather soft of heart. And I do not mean that only in kindness, I also mean that in ability to act. He literally does not have the energy to perform such schemes. And more than that, he's the most likely one to have been hurt the most from your disappearance. If there is one person I can put my faith into, it is the Archbishop.
Then I have an idea. Dante, I presume what you're suggesting here is sending, yes?
Well, yeah. Or however you would like to get your message across. Maybe it's not sending.
Well, I have something that might help us make a decision in regards to whether sending is the right call here. And Benevolt will reach into his bag, pull out his... Sorry, sneezing. Anyway, he'll pull out his holy text, and he will produce as well as that, he'll produce a talisman he has that, has a, effectively it has the face of the Platinum Dragon on one side, and then on the flip side it has the same, but it's not silver, it's black. It's like, I can cast Augury and ask the Platinum Dragon directly whether sending to Avernus would be to our benefit or to our detriment.
I think that's a really good idea.
Now we're thinking with magic.
Indeed.
Now, let me think about the exact wording of this, because Augury is one of these ones where if you're a little wishy-washy with how you phrase things, it can lead to rather inconclusive results. So I will do a post of Dispel. And specifically also, my class ability, Omens of Portents. Which means that I can cast it without expending a spell slot, or using verbal, somatic, or material components. When I cast it this way, I get the percentage chance of failure is reduced by 25%.
Nice.
I love that Ken's like nice as if he didn't make it.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean, hey,
that
it's
seems like a
cool
really
little
good ability.
I think the
Whoever
guy
made
who
that
made
deserves a gold medal.
I think the guy who made that must have been really cool and creative and handsome too. You know.
Yeah, so pretty. So pretty.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Sorry,
I'm thinking
buddy.
I'm thinking how to phrase this. So it's if you like, you're basically if you like an action you're going to be performing, will it have a good result or a bad result? So, in terms of phrasing of this, it's probably got to be something along the lines of, if we cast Sending to Olvendus, or sorry, no, is Olvendus? Olvenus, sorry. Olvenus. If we cast Sending to Olvenus...
Go ahead.
Yeah, if we cast... I had to pronounce it, yeah. If we cast Sending to Olvenus, will that result in danger coming to us? Like, will that result in things becoming more dangerous for us? Does that sound like a right phrasing, or anyone got any other suggestions?
Is it? What if we just say, is Archbishop Olvernus a safe person for us to contact?
The thing is, like, that's asking a question, but it's asking if we take this action is the thing. So that's the way you have to phrase things with regards to augury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not quite.
If we
communion or
contact the
divination.
Archbishop, will we be safe?
Kind of like what the question you were asking is like, if we contact him, nothing like really negative will happen to us. Like the word will get out that you might be alive and people might hunt us down.
Yeah, no, okay, I
Yes.
got you.
Yeah. So, I suppose, the question here is, if we contact Olvenus, will that result in an information, like, if we contact Olvenus, will that result in people hunting down Superbia? That's basically the question here.
Because fuck the rest of these guys.
I mean, the simple fact is, you're not the target, Sue is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think, I will use Omen Importance to cast Augury with the question, as I'm asking it, as I'm holding out this spinning talisman in my hand. If we cast Sending to Archbishop Olvenus, will that cause Sue to be in more danger?
Alright. Cast the spell, please.
Okay. Yep, I've already posted in the chat there, so yeah, that's it, cast. And I don't expend a spell slot because class feature, hooray!
So, as you pull Harvey Dent's coin and you toss it, you will notice that the coin, as it goes to land, it lands perfectly on, like, no side. It balances itself on the floor as it lands. It doesn't even
Son
move
of a
before
bitch.
it strikes.
I don't like this music. Nothing good happens with this music.
That means nothing. Result that aren't especially good or bad. So it's
And
not that
then
anything
you see the
good
coin
will.
start spinning.
That's wheel and woe. Both good and bad things will happen.
Well, people will know Sue is
Okay.
alive, and people will know Sue is alive. Glad to
Yeah,
know I'm not
that's
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Here's the thing. It's slightly to be expected if we're announcing Sue's existence to the world. Both positive and negative things could result from it. I'll be honest, I'm halfway tempted to try again and just see if I could ask it, like, is information about Sue's existence getting to Valendis going to make things more dangerous? But I feel like we'll
We
get
kind of
roughly the
know
same
that.
kind of... I feel like we're going to get basically the same result. Alright. Then, Benevolt will pick up the coin again and go, alright. Then, if we're stuck at a crossroads here, let's say we just toss this again, and head says we cast Sending to Venice, and tail says we don't. It seems to be something that will result in both good and bad things happening, so...
Okay, do it, but I'm leaving the room while you do it. I can't watch it.
Alright.
She literally gets up and just sort of scurries out of the room.
Okay, and I will roll a 1d2. 1 is we do it, 2 is we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it says 0.
Right? It lands
Okay,
straight up in the ceiling. Why do you have
lands-
spiky coin?
It lands dark face down. Okay. The fate has decided that we don't. I appreciate the offer, Dante, but I think... Let's try to gain information ourselves. Let's try to information
that's-
gather as much as we can on the way.
Let's learn about the situation.
But,
We have been gone for a while.
But I think
Is there a church here? Possibly.
can ask around and see. Looking over to Morg, who I've not been introduced to.
What the fuck is Morg?
I have no idea who Morg is.
Hello.
It's man orc friend, Morg.
Ah, I see. Shouldn't that be Morph?
Member pig.
No. Morg is his name.
You see, Phylon, no.
The orc gentleman who runs this inn that you're all in sort of stares at you blankly.
Hello, friend. I don't believe I've been introduced.
Oh. Yeah, we haven't. I picked up the rest of your friends from the square. They were looking awful.
Oh, thank you. Very much appreciated. Benevolt Hendrick.
But they really put up a fight. I was keeping watch from the windows.
Appreciated. Benevolt Hendricks, friend. Nice to meet you.
Morg. I don't have a last name. No clan to speak of.
That's fair. That's kind of part of the course for orcs. Morg, I was wondering, do you know if there's a church in this town?
Oh, yeah. There's two. The big one, well, I say two, but there's only really one. We have a building that we do offerings to the god of the seas. I heard you need like a glass of water. Can I? No? Oh, okay. There's a building we do offerings to Poseidon. Bless our catches, so to speak.
Sure, makes sense.
There's another one, but I can't place my finger on it. It's less of a temple and more of a person that runs like their own home as a temple. If you go to the port, you'll find them.
Okay. Another worshipper of Poseidon or some other god?
No, it's different faith.
Okay. Let's check in with this individual. I don't know if Poseidon... Well, we could always try in with the followers of Poseidon as well, I suppose. Yes, but thank you, Morg. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Superbia peeks her head in the door again. And goes, is it over?
Yes, no, we're not doing
Yes.
this ending.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, so, group decision, are we going to talk to the followers of Poseidon, or do we want to talk to this one person whose faith we don't actually know?
I like a good mystery.
That is fair. If anything, it means we might find someone of a different faith who might be more willing to give us some advice. Yeah, let's go find this person down by the port.
Sounds like a plan.
Should you bless the bodies first or after?
Well, since we are going to talk to a person of faith, it might be better to go do that as a group. They might be willing to come with us and help out with the whole process.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Go team.
Go team, win the
Yay!
All right.
Go team.
We head on out and head towards the porch. Whichever direction that is.
Of course.
Well, we're like,
Head out.
yeah, we're like walking. Alina's just like, should we come up with like a new name for this group?
I guess. I suppose we are going to be traveling with each other for a bit, although we're not exactly a guild. If a name occurs, by all means. Anything sparking to mind right off the game?
No, but it feels weird calling just calling you my friends. You know?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being each other's friends.
What's wrong with friends?
What are you saying, Jen?
Umpen raises a hand.
Oh, you got something up?
Yes, Umpen. Also, you can get out the oven now.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
it falls out of the oven.
Yeah,
Oh,
Umpen went to sleep in the
happy
oven.
place.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
warm.
no, he hopped in the oven. I was
Okay.
It was warm, and we were like, okay, we're not.
Halfling zoo, man.
Yeah, who knows?
I feel safe when I'm enclosed on all sides.
Yep.
The oven is
in a metal box.
Oh, it was cozy. But no, I had an idea for if you'll hear me out, because I don't know if I'm part of the group.
Is your friend?
You're
Maybe not
as
more.
much of part of the crew as Tabris is.
All right.
Take that
Yeah,
however you will.
I suggest then for the group, for the name of our company, the Goodfellows.
I like that.
Oh,
It's actually
Like the pizza?
oh.
What?
What's a pizza?
What?
Oh
Wait, you've never had pizza?
No.
no, it's a
What is
Gavarian
that?
dish.
Yeah.
It is. Oh
I've
god.
heard about it now.
No,
I have
actually
heard
no.
of
It wouldn't be Gavarian. I think 100% it would be a dish of like in Eshington now.
Oh yeah, that makes
Jan
sense.
absolutely invented pizza.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say,
God.
like, because we have the
We have the
sandwich.
sandwich?
Yep.
Now we
We're
have
not-
pizza.
What
Canon.
Look at
I've
Van
heard of it, I've
invented.
never had it before.
There's no way
Van
some
invented
version of
pizza.
pizza wasn't invented like immediately after cheese and bread.
Right?
Van
just like,
invented
what if we
invented
bake
pizza
it?
to just create a more efficient way to get cheese into his body.
Cheese,
Yeah.
yeah, cheese and Lady V kept getting on him to get more fruits and vegetables in his diet, so
With
that's where the
tomato.
tomato sauce came in.
Oh yeah.
It's
So what would it
efficient.
be-
It's both.
What would it be called though?
The pizza.
A pizza?
I mean, it's
Van
good either
Itcha?
way.
It'd probably be a pizza.
Or like a
Van
van, or like a
Pizza.
vanitza.
I hate
Looks
this.
like a real pizza. Shit.
This okay. So as
You're moving the fuck on.
Everest.
We're establishing lore, sir.
How
This
dare
is an
you?
important part of the process.
Excuse me,
How-
I was monologuing about pizza.
You
How did-
sly dog.
Jen, how didn't you know about your own pizza lore in this game? Okay, anyways.
As
Is this making you feel better, Jen?
it does.
Anyway,
you
back to
good?
the Goodfellows.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, the Goodfellows.
Okay, back to Little Caesar. To the Little Caesar.
Would it be a little van then? No, I'm sorry. I'm just...
Tabris goes, the Goodfellows is too generic, too general. The Aegis of Bahamut strikes a far better posture.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
to be fair, Tabris, not everyone here is a worshipper of Bahamut.
I don't know how I
Technically,
feel about
Tabris-
dragons.
He mumbles to himself, well, maybe if you took a little bit of time to know about Bahamut, you would be
Tabris?
To be fair, Tabris, we are outnumbered by non-followers of Bahamut in this room, so you know.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll pray to whatever God gets me out of a tight spot. I'm not gonna lie.
Love this in the background. Have I got a deal for you?
Hey, buddy.
Dante just leans in. I got you.
If I just wanted to give a suggestion. If you do have a better name, I would honestly more prefer it. I mean, you're the ones doing all the work.
Please, someone have a better name.
You don't like the Goodfellows?
Goodfellas is good. I feel like Tabris does have a point, though. It's a little generic. Maybe we can spice it up a bit.
Are you telling me that we're not going to go around as the Papa John?
Stop.
I believe out of character for TM reasons, we probably should not do that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Reasons.
Wait. No,
Better
no.
adventurers, better pizza, Papa Vans.
Or hear me out. We're gonna have the best sponsorship ever. Just saying.
Van's Pizza,
but
the crustiest pizza you'll find.
It gets put on us. It's best not to mess with
It's
that.
all crust.
Welcome to Ruinous Path, sponsored by
Nothing
Papa
pizza
John.
with left beef.
No, okay. We need to stop before we actually.
I don't know.
Wait, shit.
Aegis is a fancy word for shield, right? We could just be the shield of Verx.
Oh,
That's a well.
that's not
Okay,
bad.
that
It's a
sounds
bit-
great.
It's a bit big shoes, but
Yeah,
Mm.
I like it though.
Shield of Verx
because
sounds like the
okay,
kind of thing where you're claiming you're
Yeah.
protecting the entire place.
who would think
Well, I
that?
mean,
in
I'm
their
sure
right
we're going to be
mind?
chased from one continent to the other before this is done.
That's
I'm
fair.
also thinking about okay, good fellows. I don't know how it feels when you know they hear that we entered the village and then one of us slaughtered a bunch of them and there was a whole lot of blood everywhere. It keeps happening though, so
What?
Zeus shifts uncomfortably from foot to foot.
It has a point.
I've got one.
uh-huh.
How about the Long Promise?
That's beautiful.
Awfully poetic.
What is our long promise?
Hmm.
That we were going to come back. And we did.
It only took 3 years.
3
and
years.
2 weeks.
That's why it's a long promise.
Yeah, we never gave him a time frame.
It's all mysterious. I like it.
Think that's
Yeah,
good.
just something like that.
We should all go by somewhat like that alias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it
In
as a
Superbia,
placeholder.
Recommendation:
I guess that's us.
do not give your name out.
That's fair.
Bjork sort of like writes something in the back. Well, I know what we're gonna put the tab on.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Morg. We'll pay it back. We promise.
Yeah, how much? How much do we owe you?
Oh,
How much do we owe you?
like a gold piece?
Oh.
Like a gold piece.
Yeah, you
Just
didn't
one?
really occupy your room. You just sort of all slept here together.
I slept under.
There were
the table.
rooms.
I will
do you mean?
say
Yeah, they
that
just
was
All the table, and you said, "Oh, hell yeah, mahogany."
I'm on
Yeah,
that
I mean,
shit.
those
Right
rooms were
now, I'm-
upstairs. We weren't in like stair condition at the time.
listen. That was the nicest carpet I've ever slept on, and that was a very good table to sleep under.
It's birch.
You know
I'm
what,
going
Morg?
to.
Even softer.
How about I give you 10 gold pieces, 1 to pay, 9 for like an investment?
Oh, I don't think I would be able to accept 10 gold pieces.
No,
We're gonna
9
hide
for
them
investment,
around the
'cause
building.
I want you to succeed.
And wait, no, if the taxman comes and I have a lot of coins spare, they're gonna ask questions.
Wait, what's taxes?
Right. Go up 5.
Oh,
Oh boy, that's a whole discussion.
well, I can simplify it. In the Alliance, every citizen who is not a member of a faith, like a church officially, must pay tithes to either their local temple of a faith or to the United Crowns Alliance as a whole. That coin goes for Well, that gold usually goes to the mayors and the nobles in power, and they spend it for our well-being, I think.
You tried lying, that's what I always do.
What?
So why don't you just
Well, he
say
can't. He's kind of stuck in one spot.
That's fair.
that? Why don't you just say you're part of whatever church is asking for your money?
Oh yeah. If there is a faith that it has strong presence in the settlement, the citizens might have to pay tithe through that faith. Sometimes they have to pay tithe both to the faith and the mayor or the noble in power.
I don't think I like that.
How much does that
Get you
usually
coming and
run
going.
you at that point? Because if I give you 10 gold, I don't know if you have the silver to break down a gold piece into that to pay your tithe.
Oh no. It's usually 10 to 30% of our monthly earnings.
Oh, shit.
So basically, I keep a tab. Like I have to write down how much I'm earning. They know how much I'm earning, divination magic and whatnot, but I have to keep
what
a
if-
tab.
What if
yeah,
these
see, that's
10
not a bad thing, I
coins?
guess.
What if these 10 coins just happen to be hidden throughout rooms of your house and you find them through the year as you go?
Well,
It'd be like a game.
well, if there is a surplus of coin, the taxman just comes in and asks for more coin usually anyway. Sometimes it just come around even if it's past collection day.
You know, Morg, I think you should just not pay taxes.
That's a bad idea. People that don't
Yeah,
pay
they go to
taxes.
jail.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I
the worst
know
part
that.
is that you'll know about it, right? I think that's the worst part. Is because you
What-
know about it, so use divination. So maybe we should go walk outside and talk about this, and just leave these trusted, well-doing people here, and we'll talk about pavement.
Oh,
By the way,
verify. It's
could
either
I
that.
roll something as citizens of like Grundina? Could I like roll to just see is Morg actually being screwed by his taxman, or is this actually the tax law in Grundina?
Oh, go ahead. Make
Yeah, because this is Indina's sounding like fantasy New York with those tax rates.
I mean, that might be the case.
But-
We are a Grundina has some odd laws.
I'm
That's a
just-
23.
Important lore drops.
So do you want that something?
No, I'm just nothing.
Okay, no worries. 23. This is more expensive than what you are accustomed to. Usually, it is only 10% of their earnings during specific times. Usually during times of unrest or when coin is necessary. Primarily, there is a set price that people have to pay every month. It's not related to the individual's income. The price in question is usually mandated by a person in power, usually nobles, sometimes clergy, if they are the most powerful individuals in the settlement. And this is accounted by how many faithful there are in that settlement. If there are more faithful than there are standard citizens, then the faith are the ones that are collecting the tithe rather than the nobility. As you can understand, this can lead to an entire settlement being ruled by a sect of faiths without nobles in power. And that is a common practice in Grundina. Usually, places without a lot of temples and that have a noble in power is because that place is particularly destitute or small.
Given the fact that this place just lost their entire security detail and the town center just got cratered, I think a little bit of extra taxes can be like overlooked
Also,
for now.
A reminder that occurred to me as I was getting the lowdown on that history roll. That was the tax 3 years ago before a war. Wars tend to drive up tax.
Ever so slightly.
But think of how much money they're saving on payroll for the guards right now. They're not going to need all that extra cash.
Tell you what,
They're gonna need it
How
to hire new ones who don't want to do the job after seeing the previous guard force get obliterated.
Mm-hmm. A moment to answer actually a little bit further because you rolled really high. The tax must be this high and this specific right now because they need as much coin that they can get without unrest being raised in the citizenry. You would know that the citizenry of Corundina specifically are very subservient, not so much to the nobles, but more so to faith, to people of faith. The price of the taxes must be so high because of the war that is happening.
Yeah, no, that checks out. Benevolt kind of like clocks all that and goes, all right then, Morg, how about this? You take 1 gold for saving our lives and for giving us this place to stay for the night. And in addition, how about we give you 2 gold and you write that down as a gift from the followers of Bahamut?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Nice religious
And I'll-
tax exemption. Good thinking, Benevolt.
Well, here, let me hand you
Yeah.
because I have 160 gold. 61 gold.
Oh yeah, I have 7 gold. Do you want to just say, hey, like pay this and
I
I'll
got
hand
you.
over the 2?
I got you.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
You should
were
do
a
a show
member
at some point.
As
Get
you
paid.
he looks over towards Dante. I didn't know you were a follower of Bahamut.
Me? No, sorry, I'm not
Oh,
that. But I'm making this gift on behalf of them.
As a follower of
Yeah.
Bahamut, I have kindly asked my friend here to make a donation to the church, and that donation to the church has been passed on to you.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
I will hand the 3 gold to Benevolt, and Benevolt will hand it to him.
Yep, and I'll pass the tip to Morg.
Oh, okay. I feel like there is something being undermined here, but for some reason I don't feel bad about it.
What?
I will tell you, as a member of the faith, Morg, everything that just happened is entirely lawful.
Oh,
Cool.
well, if you're
And
Christian,
extremely
you're right.
It has
Yeah.
my full blessing.
Oh,
Well, as I say, let's head out and find that member of the faith down by the port. I guess, long promise, head on out. I quite like that.
I do too.
and you
To
head
go
out.
and buy a bit of slide by tax. Wait, so if we have a group name, we get famous. Do we have to pay taxes?
Yes.
Shit.
She's
I
gonna
mean,
make
I-
us pay taxes.
As long as I'm home, they pay taxes to me. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, but
we'll
how do
have
we
to-
collect on that?
Are you a church?
sort of.
I looked at Alina and goes, "Yes, Ash is an entire church."
Yeah.
You know, it occurs that we really are privileged, the group, huh?
What are you talking?
What the fuck you
I
on
would put my
about?
hands to the bone for this. Literally.
I mean, that's every adventuring party, but
Mhm.
That's fair.
As
So,
you
we're heading out towards port.
Yes, as you head out towards the port of the village of Solomos, well, it's a small town to be honest. Right now, it's a village. You look over to the horizon. You can see a break as the ocean stretches up a point from the water, and it is a long, long distance. In fact, as you're sort of heading to port, you can see past, like your surroundings. A couple of things of description to be given. You'll be able to see that in the far distance there's another settlement by the side of the shoreline, further down, and further, far away, where your eye can barely see, are distant sculptures of like towers, what is possibly like a city. As you are heading down, you will see that most of the buildings are situated for fishermen. There's like rowboats that have been dragged offshore for repairs, fishing nets that have been hanged out with fish on them still. You can see a couple of people are like pulling fish off the fish net. Well, actually, they wouldn't because they're dead. You would see fish nets with fish still on them. As you're heading down, you also notice a person in a brown, long cloak with a hood over his head, sort of like walking around. The only person you see really walking around down at the port.
Benevolt will make his way over to the figure.
The figure turns and runs towards you.
Oh, hello.
It's a streaker.
Oh By Timora's grace, am I ever happy to see you. Greetings, salutations, and good evening, blessed day to you, kind sir. Welcome. Oh, you must be a follower of Bahamut. I love your signet. Are you new here? I haven't seen you before. Are you related to the incident that happened at the Square Plaza? They said there were adventurers. Are you the adventurers that were there? Oh, did you kill? Are you the ones who killed everyone? I don't want to talk to you if you did. I'm actually then should go. Unless if you aren't. You seem pretty nonplussed.
Benevolt will raise a hand. It's like, friend, hi. My name's Benevolt Hendricks. Myself and my friends here tried to stave off the adventurers that were attacking the square, but didn't quite manage to. But we put in a good fight, at least. Yes. And you are correct. I am a follower of Bahamut, along with my friends here. Kind of gesturing specifically to Sue and Peppers.
I was about to say, I am not included in that. Neither is him.
No, he's specifically gesturing to those two. It's like, and the rest of these are just my traveling companions. We're the Long Promise.
The Long
Guitar.
Hi, I'm Ash, and I'm a heathen. And I put my hand out.
A heathen? Well, likewise, glad to meet you. Well, we're all heathens deep at heart, but we try every day to be good and righteous folk, don't we? Some of us. He looks over towards specifically the Night Trampers and Benevolt as he says the last part. A little worried with a wink.
A follow of
why the
Timor, I
brown
didn't catch your
one?
name.
My name? Well, ever so humble that I am. First of all, introductions indeed. Introduce yourself first. You seek my services,
yes,
no?
Yes, Benevolt Hendricks. Pleasure to meet you. And yes, we're hoping we might be able to have a chat in private. We're just fresh into town, and we were hoping to get a bit of an update on things.
Oh! Are you not from around here, then?
Yes and no. Myself, Sue here, and Tabris are all citizens of Grundina, but we're from quite far from here specifically, and the rest of my friends are from all over Verx, really.
Well, how excited. Here, let me introduce myself. My name is Jocelyn Goldspring. And
What a fucking name.
The person who sort of like unhoods themselves to reveal they're a gnome. A very tall gnome.
Ow. Did not catch that the first time. Cool.
Very tall.
He's about the same like height. He's about like 5'9".
How the fuck is he a gnome then?
Do you ask him that?
No, God, no.
Pretty tall for a gnome, man. Got some good genetics. Congratulations.
He opens the coat wide open, revealing what's underneath to all of you, to the horror of your eyes.
Is that a kobold?
Revealing that he has underneath the coat multiple sundials, pieces of parchment, gambling dice. You can see he has like decks of poker cards. And you can also see he's walking on stilts.
Jesus Christ, he's got tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Was a little disappointed that there wasn't two other gnomes under him.
I
to
was
Say to Kage, thank every god. I thought he was a flasher.
I swear to sweet mother of God, I thought you were about to turn around and say it's that
this is worse.
There are 3 other gnomes underneath.
I was so hoping.
At least we were expecting a flasher. This is just worse.
God, he's not a flasher, he's a Jehovah's Witness.
The man bows deeply and says, I am a humble, ever loyal, and whimsy servant of Timora, goddess of good fortune, and I think it truly is a sign of good luck that you have lucked upon me.
It definitely seems like Lady Luck is on your side today, friend.
Indeed.
Or at least maybe ours.
And if you wish your fortune to continue to be good, may I suggest that then perhaps I would like you to browse my wares. Perhaps you shall find something that draws your interest. If you're truly not from around here, could I offer you a map of the region?
That would actually
Throw that
be
and a
very
pack of
helpful.
cards in, please, would be wonderful. Something to keep me busy on this long, boring journey.
Something about that continued to be good luck sounded vaguely threatening to me. Did that sound threatening to you guys?
No, he runs towards
It's like
you.
extortion.
I make myself sound like that. Do I look like I'm a bigwig who works in a church that is going to never expect tithe and coin from you for the simplest of services, and if any at all? No, my good man. I offer goods and services for an exchange, as in the good servant of Timora would.
All right, what's the exchange?
Simple. If you wish to have a map of the region, it's a very simple exchange of 30 gold pieces.
How much for a pack of cards?
The pack of cards?
Yeah.
Well, this one's? I'll offer it to you as part of the deal with the map.
Okay. Feeling lucky?
Oh, I'm certainly hoping to bring you some luck, but more importantly, if your journey is long and boring, I hope to bring you some entertainment.
Oh, well, you flip a coin. Heads.
Flip a coin?
You go
Sure.
down to 15 gold. Tails, we'll do 45.
I like the way you think, stranger.
Right?
He holds up a coin and goes, choose a side. You said specifically heads.
It was heads and
reduced,
tails.
Advance?
Yeah.
I do like the way you think. He flips the coin and I'm going to roll a d2. 1 is heads, 2 is tails.
Dang.
Well, I'll pay the 45. Man of my word.
He grabs, so as it lands, he takes it from the ground on his tails. Looks
Yeah.
like my luck still is ringing true. You could double or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are
Nah.
playing against a servant of the god of luck. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, I know.
That's fair.
This is no longer boring.
You won't believe how many people have actually had challenged me to a game of luck, only to find out I am indeed blessed.
Hey, that's good, though.
Now, do you give him 45 gold?
Yeah.
He takes it. He grants you a deck of playing cards. Specifically, you can see the deck of cards has the symbol of Bahamut on the very top card.
Oh, damn it.
Do you shift through the cards?
Yes.
There is a symbol of every faith in each separate card. The suits are marked between gods of goodness and gods of foul, vile, evil.
There's a fucking Bane card in here?
Yes. Bane is in fact the king for the suit of not hearts. What is it? I
Spades?
don't remember the name.
Or diamonds?
Should we have aliases
We absolutely should.
to keep Superbia safe?
You know
I
what
mean,
we
you'll note
could
I
do?
didn't drop her name.
As
I'm
you
gonna
say,
pick a card,
mhm.
and I know who I'm gonna choose. So remove Vecna from the card list, and I'm gonna pull out some cards. Pick a card. Who you get? What's your name is?
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't.
I will pick a card.
How do we simulate this?
I guess.
Oh,
Hang on.
Oh,
I can do this.
we could also
Pick
just.
one card out the deck because I
Oh,
didn't
there it
take Vecna. It's like I'm taking Vecna. I'm sorry.
The fuck you doing?
I'm
I
going.
probably should take that one.
I'm going to deal a card, I guess, and see what you get. Draw one
Alright.
card.
Okay,
All
I'm
players. And deal.
I can't show it on the stream.
Alright.
Where am I looking at?
You
Click
can
four.
There should be a
your-
card.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
20 above
Yeah.
Oh, I dealt to
Alright,
myself as well. Of course I did.
Well, Jin, who'd you get?
Alpin looks at the card he takes. 2 of clubs. Clubs are the gods of foul evil. So
What do you get?
let me double check. Pop, pop, pop.
Remember,
He,
Vecna.
he looks at the he looks at the card that he just got and goes, "Oh, I don't think that's right." He goes, "Loviatar, goddess of pain."
Adam?
I mean, sure, I guess. I got 3 of spades, by the way.
Spades. Remind me, spades is also like the club. Is that the same? Or is that?
No.
Spade is
No.
the little shovel-shaped one.
Yeah.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, shovel.
Oh, you got
Not
the
the
neutral.
puppy feet.
3 of spades. is
Ah,
it?
neutral god. Cool.
Funky.
Funky?
No. One.
Oh.
Are we,
you got
are we including
gone.
the Olympic,
God
by
of
the way?
Craft.
Gone, yeah?
Gone. Yeah.
Or Gond, sorry. Gond. Alright, I'll take it.
5 of diamond.
5 of diamonds. God of good. Let's see.
It's fate!
It is.
Oh. Ah. That's
Do not tell me that she got
Oh.
Bahamut. Do not tell me she got Bahamut.
no. You missed the Hammett.
Tiamat.
Yes. Good.
He had the well-known good god of dragons.
Looking at your card, it is Athena, goddess of wisdom.
Oh, you got an
Oh,
Olympian.
shit.
Nice.
Nice. Definitely not a good one. I don't know why that's in the
No,
good pile.
but you know,
But
could be worse.
I quickly give a glance up to the air, like, okay, I'm not getting smited. All right.
9 of spades.
9 of spades.
Oh, another spade. So that's
Another
another neutral one.
spade.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Knight, goddess of strategy.
Oh, shit!
Oh shit, her! Yeah, I remember her.
Oh,
So, yeah,
that's fun.
Red, Athena, Gond, Umpen was Adder.
What you got, Dante?
I took the Vecna card. It's like,
Oh, you got that. Oh, you chose Vecna. I thought you were
I chose
removing it
it. Yeah,
from
I'm
the
like, I'm
deck.
just going to choose mine.
Alright, I guess
So, Vec for
Jason
short.
and Jack.
9 of
Okay, so
diamonds.
Ash and
Grab
Kage.
the- Oh,
A 9
Nine
of
of-
diamonds.
Okay.
9 of diamonds.
So weird.
Fear, god of justice.
Oh
Sounds
shit.
alright.
Yep.
You got tier. Okay, yeah, tier fits for Ash.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 5 of spades.
My name is not Ash.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was Jason. Alright.
It's happening. It's all
You
coming
know
full
what?
circle.
Mask, god of thieves.
I feel like I'm being slighted.
Giving
What
type.
Tabris get?
The only thing I've ever stolen is hearts.
Tabris can take mine. I had 7 of
Zing.
clubs that you
Sure,
handed
I'll-
to me.
I'll draw a card. 9 of hearts. What did they say heart was again? In
I don't think he's the
I
only
don't think
person
we
who
have
got a
that.
heart,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll go with the good ones. There's more suits than the alignment system allows. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fuck it. Tabris gets his card and goes, Zergal? That's not a good one. That's neutral god. What is this? I've been lied to.
I got a
That's
neutral
right.
one too, buddy.
Jorgal. All right. Well, everyone write that down somewhere.
I got
What was mine again, Jen?
Yours was
you got
Mask.
Mask.
Please.
Mask. Okay.
As
First name
Oh.
Tuxedo.
I just sort of look at the cards, Yoselin goes, well, I don't know if I'm helping some fugitives on the run choose their new names or not, but this seems fun.
It's a fun little exercise, right? Like a
Sure.
good test of
Also-
luck.
Not to mention the name Superbia. Did you not?
No, I don't
What?
think so.
No. Who?
I
must have overheard.
purposely did not. I purposely did not mention Sue's name, so I don't
Oh,
know how you
Dante
got the name
did.
Superbia.
Dante
Ah,
did, yeah.
crap.
Oh no, my friend just sneezed. Easy mistake.
Certainly.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sorry. It's my bad. I had a Superbia idea.
That's some bullshit.
That's a bold claim, my friend.
It is a bold claim.
Oh boy.
It's a 13.
Could I guidance that one?
I'm just gonna roll it in the open. Excellent.
Okay.
You.
Excellent.
Well, sounds right to me.
Alright.
So
You should just start saying that
Yoselin,
too.
I don't think so.
What? Dang.
Yoselin,
It's never gonna
I
catch on.
did want to ask you a couple of questions. So this is gonna sound weird,
Mm-hmm.
but
Are you gonna rob me?
where? No.
Yes.
Cool.
No,
Uh,
I'm joking.
Well, not the image.
We're a little behind on current events,
Hmm.
and I was wondering if you might be willing to give us a bit of an update on the state of the kingdom, as it were.
Of course I can. Any good servant of Timora knows their gossip, particularly with people that come by. But, well, I mean, what is there to say? Solomos is a very quaint town. We haven't seen much action here in a long, long time. The war is in full swing. I think they've conquered, they're entering into Rubria now, and a lot of people are unhappy that they're supporting Rubria because, sending your folks out there and maybe not returning isn't a decision most people are happy with. But again, it's the war. Not a good time for profiteering for people like me, to be honest, because we kind of want jolly folk, not this.
Not down.
What else to say? There's been news that the High King has managed to procure an heir, which was incredible. Yes. News are that they managed to procure an heir about a week ago, and the capital is in full swing of celebrations. What else is
good to
there?
know.
Are you looking for word under the street?
No. I was kind of more wondering about, say, with regards to the Kromdanava Empire, how are things going on? Do you know anything about how things are going on their side of the war?
Oh, I wish I did. That would be golden juice. That's the gossip that really sells. I could give that information to anyone of power here, and I would probably strike a pig. But no, I don't have really information myself. It could direct you to people who might, if you're interested into that sort of thing.
Who might know such thing?
Well, the capital is known for the many faithful who move around it. If you're looking, however, for information regarding the Krandanumva, you are less likely to find it from the more honest and good folk. Every place has its underworld, even the most holy of homes, I'm afraid to say.
That's fair.
If you head out, are you heading to the capital by chance, or are you heading down to Fort Milo?
That is actually our end destination, is the capital itself. So I
Oh,
suppose
you're heading to now.
more information.
Perfect. Yes. Well, if you're looking for information, then, and if you have access to it, I would highly recommend heading out into the King's Market, specifically the South Market. Now has specifically 3 markets: North, South, and West. Head for the South Market and head for the Pavilion of Zendrito.
I see. Okay, thank you. Hang on, I'm just gonna write that down.
I'm going to also post that.
Thank you.
Yes, you should be able to find the King's Market, the South one. It's adjacent to the Crown Wood, but you should be able to enter it from the Temple Wood. Once you're in, and you're in the pavilion, if you ask around for the right people, I'm sure you must have some here who are good with some more delicate conversation, perhaps. It's between the folks of us who know how to find information. Ask to go backstage. The theater folk should be able to let you in if you have enough coin.
And how to phrase this? In terms of the beginnings of the current war? God, how do I put this?
Well, rumor had it that the Grandanumvar decided one day to start raising the settlements outside of Rubria, and we have found ourselves in war because currently the leader of the Grandanumvar forces, well, we don't know who exactly they are, but we do know of the dragon that is leading them. Word has gone on the street that a massive, giant red dragon by the name of Ember is burning everything to the ground.
That checks out. The attacks originally. Was there ever any explanation as to how they managed to invade so deep into our lines?
Lack of information. Literally, they attacked the settlements and no one was able to leave alive to report. Anyone who went there started going missing, and by the time that people realized what was happening, they were already within Rubria. I think they should be reaching the capital soon, to be honest. Like, the war has dragged on a bit. I'm impressed with our folks, fighting down there, really holding the line.
Yeah. Do you think there's a strong chance that we've actually got a chance of winning this, or are we very much at a stalemate kind of situation?
Me personally, I think the Alliance can win this for sure.
Alright, well, as long as it's not stagnating, although 3 years.
I mean, you should know better than me, right? You're a servant of Bahamut. Your people have gone down there, haven't they? There was this whole talk about there was this whole talk about the procession that had happened a while back.
Huh. Interesting. Well, we're, as I say, we're a little out of the loop. But thank you. That is all greatly appreciated.
Nice.
Is there anything else of your trinkets here I could have a look at?
Of course. We've got sundials, keep track of time. We've got gaming sets, if you're into something to keep yourself off boredom. Or are you looking for something more mystical?
If mystical's on the table, I wouldn't say no to at least having a look.
He winks. Of course, good faith can be found in all manner of things. Give me a moment, let me search through my long coat here. No, he takes out a full light hammer and he drops to the ground. No.
Benevolt will head down and pick it up for him.
How did this get in here? He pulls out a live fish and he throws it away. I tell you need to really clean these things up, otherwise they're going to be full of all manner of things.
The smiling lady really does just give and give, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, of course she does. That should be something interesting for you. He's going to, from within his cloak, though it should definitely not fit normally, he presents to you a rather large, how do I describe this actually? Sure. He presents to you a large set of matted clothes.
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Oh, bloody thing. He unfurls the clothes to reveal it is in fact the cloak. When you find yourselves a bit bereft of a quick dash and slash, this cloak of daggers should be able to help you. Never runs out.
I see. Kind of looked at everyone else. That appealing to anyone particularly?
Kage, Ash, Umpin maybe.
Maybe Umpin.
I'm good with knives, but not that good with those kinds of knives.
Oh.
One knife is pretty much like another, right?
I don't think this quite matches with any of our skill sets, unfortunately.
You want something? Oh, sure, I can find something. He reaches into the coat, his entire hand disappears in the pocket.
And be careful, you don't fall in there.
Well, if I did, you would never see me again.
I mean, the coat you got on is pretty nice.
Sure is. It's a very nice coat, I'll tell you. Are you He looks at you. Are you interested in my coat?
Yeah, where'd you get it? I can't take yours. You know, you've got to carry your stuff.
Well, the coat is mine. Part of my whole personality, and it is part of the faithful's like choice of armaments. Those of us who are out here. It's quite handy.
Well, I think
Quite-
I think this
Quite
isn't
useful, you could say.
I imagine it's quite a lot of things. This isn't exactly what we were aiming for, but again, thank you for the information. Also, it's appreciated.
And the map.
Yes,
Deck
no,
cards.
definitely.
Deck card's actually pretty cool. I like it.
Well, I'm happy to be providing the service.
Speaking of service, myself and my friends here were planning on heading over towards the graveyard to do a bit of a ceremony to lay the dead to rest after everything. I was wondering if you'd care to join us?
Ooh, me? Why would I want to deal with the dead?
You're busy. I understand.
No, it's not that. I mean, Timora's faithful don't really deal with the dead. They don't have any luck to, call upon.
That's
I can
fair.
lock
That's
that
fair.
out, right?
You got one.
Yes,
They're dead.
Unfortunately, the luck's all run out at that stage. Yes. Well, I just thought I'd throw the offer at you, but thank you for everything, Yoselin. It's appreciated.
Oh, of course. I'm ever happy to be of any form of service. Tell you what, you've made my day. You've bought one of my maps. Have a look at it. Make sure you chart your course. Hope what I've said has been of use to you. If you need anything else, you know where I am.
Certainly. And
Thank you
I
kindly.
look at
Yes.
the map. Is it animated?
Can you open the map?
Yes.
hey, we know where the fuck we are.
We are. Yes. Yes,
Jump
we
out of
do.
the backpack
When
and
Roll20
one of us
decides to
says
give us
yes.
more than 20 pixels, there we go.
Well, it's because we have all the cards.
So we are in Solomos,
If you
and
zoom in, you can see it. Yes.
and
Solomos.
the tall mountain, like the tall buildings we were seeing, were actually now, right?
You're over here. Yeah.
Yeah, but the ones we saw in the distance were these ones, right?
Well,
No, the ones you saw in the distance past the water were these ones.
Okay, so we can't actually see the capital from here now.
No, there's a big landmass in the way, and also forests.
Cool. That makes sense. Totally makes sense. Okay, but that's
Looking
a
at
good
the
thing we
map,
got a
I
map.
look to Benevolt and the rest of the group, and I'm just like, well, the capital looks like it's a good distance away.
Yeah,
The
that's
question
gonna be.
that remains is, do we have the funds to get there?
Well,
think so.
you got legs
I've got
that
money.
work, right?
yes.
I don't know if we've got.
To be fair, I feel
okay.
like I can walk for miles on end, be fine.
Yeah, it's the
Everyone
rest of us
else,
keeping track. Yeah.
you know,
You know,
Looking to-
when I visited Kage when we were younger, I mean, they'd take us out on 20, 30-mile runs every day.
Looking to Tavros.
Oh, yeah.
Tavros, do we have the funds to hire horses to get ourselves towards now?
If they have riding horses, well, usually most horses are bought at a very pristine price of 75 gold pieces. Horses good for travel.
Yeah.
What if? Okay.
now,
okay.
now, here's another thing.
Hmm?
We are a group now, right? We have a name, and we have aliases. I feel like we should probably go by those while here.
Sure.
Because even name dropping, I point to Athena's name. People immediately recognize that.
Well, at the very least, it raises some red flags, sure.
Yes. But if we're going to be a group, why not help out in the caravan?
It's not a bad shout. We could see if
Free
anyone's making their way
transport.
towards.
And we're getting paid.
Yeah, we could see if anyone's making their way towards the capital and try to join their caravan. It's not a bad idea.
Well, I was gonna suggest we could try to go find animals in the forest, but I guess that's easier.
Definitely quicker. Alright. In that case, let's get this ceremony sorted out, and once we have, let's start asking around to see if anyone's heading in the direction of the capital and they feel they might need some security after the spook that everyone in town has had recently.
I do feel like that we may need to also supply up on things.
Yes, no, probably a good idea.
All right. Sounds to me like you want to start traveling. Now pull you a bit back and remind you all. To travel, you need to know the speed of your mounts or your legs for how much you can travel during a day. And every day of travel will be taking rations away from you. Specifically, 1 unit of rations per day, because that is how many rations you need to survive. If you don't have rations, you're going to start getting exhausted to death. So don't do that. If you think you can find rations in the wild, trust your survival skill.
Sue's survivor skill. To be honest, I don't know exactly what Sue's survival skill is, but it should be lower than what it is.
Not really my bag. That whole living in the woods bullshit.
I
Got a +4.
unless, yeah, I've also got a +4, but I do not have proficiency.
So
I
like
do have
she's got a minus.
proficiency.
She's got a -1, but I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like that should be lower. Specifically, nothing else, but specifically survival should be dirt low.
Nothing. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, mine's exactly 0.
There is a town a little further up north, too, if we want to.
Walk along the beach.
Yeah, that is a bit of going backwards to go forwards, but if no one in town is looking to head to the capital, it may be our only option.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe doing the most simplest things sometimes is the best.
So yeah, I guess we start off by heading to the graveyard to lay some of the recently dead to rest with a ceremony.
Yes.
Alright, we came down off a mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Or a hillside when we got here?
We came through the forest, so we came from either here or here. So we're either north or south of the town when we came in.
To represent the group, I'm going to put eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
A skeleton.
Kage.
Yay.
Massive Kage! Big Kage, what is your wisdom?
Hit it very hard.
Thank you, based Kage.
So,
No cap, Kage, no cap.
God! I think it's worth
Stop
that
it!
Jason.
Yeah.
If it was anyone else, it'd be alright.
So you're heading to the cemetery.
Yes.
Yes. As you're heading to the cemetery, you will notice there's someone standing over the gravestone. What appears to be a man with long white robes. On those robes, you will notice he has a particular symbol on him, like on his tabard. It's a golden circle with a pair of slash lines in between, like within the circle itself, with multiple triangles arranged around it. From those triangles, rays have been drawn on the tabard to reach to each direction, ending underneath the cloak itself. The man sort of like has a whole bald head. He looks rather old, and he has like a scar on the side of his face, like a burn mark, sort of looking down at the graves.
Can I religion
Oh.
that symbol to see if I recognize it?
Absolutely.
I would
Can
also
I
like to
join
do
it?
Sure.
I say, how good is y'all's religion? Because mine's a
Weirdly-
+4.
well,
I don't
I
mind
have a
rolling
+3.
it.
Oh, whoops. It's 19.
I'd say go for it. Although
Well, I mean,
think Sue
someone
might
has a
have
plus.
this one.
Yeah, so you have +6. I'll let you do it.
For some fucking reason, I decided that I should be proficient with religion, so it's a +2. So here we go.
There you go.
Okay. Well, different information then will be given for everyone. Benevolt, 11. It's enough to know the basic. This band is wearing the tabard of the Fading Light Crusade. The Fading Light, you would know from your very poor recollection skills in this instance. They're like a group of multiple members of different faiths devoted to the Holy Light, whose purpose is to cleanse evil from the world by purifying it in flame and radiance.
Read this 40k book.
Jay, you know, Superbia would know that. What would Superbia know about this group? You would have heard that they are a group that you should not associate with because they are rather zealous in their beliefs. And you remember from warnings by Bishop Valendis and the Archbishop himself as well, if you were ever to find yourself in their presence, if there's not many of them, you should not worry too much if you're in the company of your guards. Right? Oh, okay. If there are few of them, if there are many of them, you should seek your guardsmen immediately if you're alone, because they will know how to protect you in case they might get persuasive. Alina, you recognize the symbol. The Fading Light has a reputation in the Fae as a group of overzealous crusaders who harbor a hatred for all things that can cause trouble in the life of man. Particularly, they have a hatred against undead, but it doesn't stop them from being prejudiced against the Fae.
Fuck those guys. In the nicest way possible.
Fuck those guys.
Members of Fading Light.
He's staring down at the graves.
Superbia will approach him.
Well, it's not like they like the undead, so, you know.
Let's
Potato,
all walk up
potato.
as a group.
Yeah.
Yep, I'd say, yeah, I'll follow after Sue fairly close.
Okay.
How's it going, Gandalf? I couldn't help it. You gave the description. I was just like,
Yeah.
it's Gandalf the Grey, or it's Gandalf the White.
Gandalf is bald?
Almost.
Gandalf the upper middle aged.
Gandalf got cancer. Oh no.
Gandalf that still has most of his life left, the best years of his life ahead of him. We swear. Sue will walk up beside him. Hello. I don't mean to disturb you, but I was wondering if it would be okay for me to perform a little rite on the bodies, just to make sure that they stay down.
He looks at you. You can see he is an old human man, probably in his like mid-70s. His age has particularly affected him badly. His face is ripe with wrinkles, and his eyes are not gentle eyes. He has like a disdainful, begrudging expression on his face, as if he's upset, really upset. As you say that, he goes, "Good? What good can be done for these people?" He looks down at you.
Someone better go get the door.
I think he knocked
he's
on
sort of
one of the
like-
graves.
Yeah, that's right. He knocks on the grave. You are a servant of Bahamut, aren't you?
I am.
You're too late then. These people are long gone.
And I was hoping to ensure that they stay that way.
Oh, I will ensure it. I'm just taking mark of the number. So many good people dead. I swear when I find out what happened.
So many good soldiers, yeah.
Looks back at you.
We can give you a rundown of what happened. We were present when the attack occurred.
They almost killed us too.
I think I would like that. And as he fully turns his attention to you, we're going to call the session here.
All right.
Short session.
So much good
Let's
lore
deal with
today.
spooky grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh no! Please stop praying for Grandpa.
He's too
No,
powerful.
He's too powerful.
Here's the thing. This dude may be old, but I'm guessing old cleric, which means terrifying, because high level.
Who said he was a cleric?
Oh,
Yeah,
what's the
maybe-
worst thing?
You don't have to
Less
be a
tanky.
worshiper and be a cleric.
It turns out for
Yeah.
this one NPC, Sparrow has ported over the War Priest class from Pathfinder,
Oh
and we are
god.
about
no.
to get our
No.
shit absolutely rocked.
The absolute worst version of this, he's the subclass that Jen made for the paladin, the one that is categorically against faith. And it's just like, no,
Yeah.
this is an anti-faith paladin, get fucked.
Oh no!
I was like so thinking of making one of those just to have the sort of dichotomy of being the guy who turned into God, literally hating gods, and the next character.
It makes sense with all the stuff you'd have to deal with. Like, okay, never again.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, if anyone has a right to hate gods, it would be Ash.
Ash.
Fuckers put me here for all eternity.
Listen here, you little shit!
Wants to be there, and then you do it for 400 years, and you're like, man, this sucks.
Listen here, you little shit! Like,
Consequences.
4 of us were up there like, hey, let's battle over this, even though it was like only one other person, 2 of us were just there to make sure you actually got there, but that's because we talked about it beforehand.
Good times.
There's an air horn.
Because I cannot at the moment also speak, I'm going to have to go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
no,
don't-
You do
I
that.
am also going to take this opportunity to go and
Drink that hot water.
an
and
earlier night.
Yeah.
So
Yep, sounds
I
good.
shall see you all later.
Yeah.
Until next
We will
time,
see you
folks.
next
Later,
week.
taters.
Bye.
Bye.
See everyone next stream.
Yay.
Don't die.
Yeah.
Ready?